What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Top Line Racer. My name's Spencer. Right sitting behind me right here is our 2007 Victory Vegas Jackpot. I don't know why they put so many names in the name. It's a mouthful, but it's still a pretty sweet looking bike. This is our exciting rebuild for the channel. As you can see, I mean, look at that paint glistening. Is glistening the right word? But right behind us, it's dark out because we're in Pennsylvania. It's like 6 o'clock. Time changes are not that fun, and I work all daylight hours, so get ready to see some videos that are in the dark during the, winter months here. But let's take a little walk around in case you're new to the channel and haven't seen this yet. So first thing you notice probably is the oil pan that we have. We're actually draining the oil out on the other side. I'm going to get to that in a little bit, but you can see the oil all over the floor. It's doing its best Harley Davidson impression right there. Yes, that's a joke about Harley Davidson's always leaking oil. But this is an 07. It's got 13,000 miles on. This is the good side of the bike. Well, you can kind of see we're missing some stuff up front there, but got a little ding on the tailpipe right here as well. Otherwise, this side is pretty clean. This side over here is where stuff starts to fall apart, and it's kind of dark out on this side as well. Got a dent in the tank. We got a smashed headlight, scratched up front fender. And what we're going to work on tonight, if you didn't see my last video, is we are going to try to get this gear shift lever, at least get this thing into neutral, and see what we can do and see if we can figure out if it turns over by itself. Well, maybe we won't, because I don't know if we have any oil. But we're going to take off this cover here. We actually already started loosening up some of the bolts. That's why we got oil leaking out there. And maybe straighten up these handlebars too. I don't know what role we're going to get into. Just stick along for the ride and look at a beautiful bike. It's really a win-win for you guys. So if you're thinking to yourself, it's November and it's cold outside, and that's not exactly prime motorcycle weather in Pennsylvania, so why would you buy one? Why would you buy a motorcycle in winter in Pennsylvania? I don't know. He bought it, not me. All right, roast him in the comments and his Disney shirt. Or say you love it, whichever you want to do. So while that oil is draining, before we get onto that cover over there and start removing and checking out everything with, I don't know. I said in the last video that the clutch might be bad, and it might be bad. We don't know, because it just rolls even when the clutch is out. So that's what we really want to investigate. We want to see if we can get it down into neutral, because the starter button up there is not working, and we're hoping that maybe if it goes into neutral, it'll start working. I don't know. So we don't have to keep jumping the starter. But for the time being, we are going to try to straighten up these handlebars. What would be the best tool, do you guys think? I think we're going to go digging iron. Yep, we're going to go digging iron. This side over here needs to be pushed out like maybe 3 inches, 2 inches, probably 2 inches. And after we get done with the handlebars, we're going to try straightening up this license plate bracket. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. I showed in my last video that it is rusty, like super rusty, so we might end up just getting a new one of those. Look at that tire. That's so cool. I'm actually going to hop up on this here just to see kind of where the handlebars sit. Now, the first time I got on this bike, the very first time, I hit my calf, my shin, on the end of this thing. So if you're ever going to get one of these bikes and put the stupid pointed pegs on it, yes, I'm saying the stupid pointed pegs and handlebars, the ones that are going to shish kebab you in an accident. Now, I gotta say that when this went down the first time, I don't think that happened. But those things that are literally just gonna kill you, they really hurt if you run your shin into the end of that. So just look out for that. So you can kind of see here what we're talking about with the handlebars, because the forks right now are straight. And the forks are straight on this, but the left side is significantly closer than the right. I don't really know. Okay.
So the real question here for me, or maybe you want to narrate this, you can just repeat it. The real question here for me is if the handlebars are in the correct position roughly here, and that is pushed back, or if that's the correct position and this is pushed out.
My gut is that this is the right one. Okay.
How well under am I on that? I don't know about.
You're pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's feel good. All right. Go to the top to get max velocity there.
stop there. So these guys are almost there. I mean, we are really, really close. If you can see, looking straight across right there, they're pretty much straight. This side is still just a little bit further down, but even if you look right there, it's getting really close. You can see a little bit of the bend, but they are almost perfect. I don't know how many people in like professional body shops use a digging iron as much as we do. But every time we use the digging iron, pretty much, it's worked.
Results are amazing.
Yeah.
And you can't argue with results.
You can't argue with results. So we pretty much got all of the oil out of this bad boy. And we're going to throw a blanket down and lean this thing over on its side, because that's going to be the easier way to work on all the stuff over there where that cover is, so we don't have to hold it. So probably for like motorcycle purists, there you might want to turn off, because you're not gonna like this. All right, let's go down. Burn a ring of fire. Okay. There's the oil filter. Right there. All right. That wasn't bad at all.
No, I told you it wasn't terrible. For whatever.
And now here's a sight that you pretty much hope to never see, a motorcycle down on its side. But for the purposes of this operation, it's actually a little bit nicer. So we're going to have some nice access into here.
But if you want to grab the big Allen wrench, I'm going to take that thing off. And I was going to take this over to the press.
Straighten that guy out.
Straighten it out. And I'm going to straighten it on the press and this on the press.
Oh, well, yeah, there's the curve to it. Okay. While that's coming off, the one thing that I'm seeing on this bike, I'm pretty sure the flake in this paint is not going to be cheap. Like, I don't think this is Mako paint.
And if you're ever doing this, when you start to remove, stick with it, because otherwise the magnet from the, I don't know, it's a charging system. I forget what they call these ones.
Stator.
Stator. Correct. Yep, it is stator. Yep. We'll pull this sucker back down and smash your hand. So,
You gotta be ready for it. Whew. There's the business. Okay. All right. So
this is what's broken off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it comes out with that? Oh yeah, okay.
You actually want to remove it. If you just wiggle it, it should come through. Okay.
So this guy right here.
Yeah, just gotta give it a firm pull.
There we go. So this is what's broken off. As you can see, there's supposed to be some splines on the end of that, and there's not. So what you see in here, man?
I see a gasket I'm taking out. This is the clutch assembly right here.
Yeah, I see that. Which we might have an issue with.
I think we do.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Yep.
It should not roll with the clutch lever out.
Right. That's not a feature.
No. Unless it happens to be in neutral, but it's not. All right, stay tuned. We will pull that clutch out, probably, unless we come across a miracle where there's some other issue that is the problem, but most likely we're going to be pulling that out. And since we can't do anything with the clutch tonight, we just really wanted to look in there because, well, it just looks awesome. We're going to move down just a little bit here, and every once in a while, these pass-through sockets work good. Mainly, it works good tonight because we didn't have a socket big enough in here other than the hollow set to remove this bolt. I feel like this bolt is going to be in here, man. I feel like it's going to be in here.
Yeah, I think they don't risk the wheel far.
No, they do not. I can tell you that. It's got some. We're going to need a jack handle and something else. All right, well, with some manliness and a jack handle, we were able to get that nut off right there. And we're going to straighten this thing up. Maybe. Probably should just replace it. The Lance is cheap. It's getting pretty good there, I think. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I'd call that good. I think you're going the other direction now. That's about dead on.
That's as nice as it looked from the box.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It's got some pitted chrome, but otherwise.
Yeah, besides the finish. But the fit.
The fit should be good. So now that this guy's straightened out, we're actually probably not even going to put this on right now because we need to still paint out the whole housing and everything for the license plate that was all rusted. So the bike's on its side. We're going to flip that up, but that's about it for this evening. So we're just going to fast forward here to when we're putting this thing back together. Woo! It's a new day in the Top Line Racer garage. All right, we actually have gotten a bunch of stuff done on this that I didn't get to film because it's been the holidays. We've been busy, but I'm going to go over that with you right now. Look at this. We got this headlight housing in the mail, new one, well, used one, that needed painted to be the right color here, and, well, it's not perfect, but it's passable for sure. If you remember from the last video, we had a scratch right there, and you can still see a little bit of remnants from it, but much improved on that. We messed with the dent on the tank a little bit more, got that guy out pretty good. The rear fender, we still got to shine up a little bit, but it actually worked pretty good. This was all scratched. And so we got a lot of that taken care of. Over on the workbench here, we got the clutch pedal assembly. We got that painted up too. As you can see, it's definitely not perfect. It's still pretty scratched there, but at least the paint all pretty much matches. It's way down low on the bike, so I'm not too worried about anybody seeing that. Just got the spray paint color actually from Colors. They had to really like make a custom one because they couldn't find the actual color in any of their stuff. And the guy really helped us out. It's not perfect. It's a little bit darker than the rest of the bike. I don't know how much you can see it. It shows up. Yeah, it looks a little darker there. But really pretty good considering all those parts are further away from the like actual bike. So should come out looking pretty good. Still don't know what we're going to do about this little piece of damage right there. And pretty much today though, we are going to work on this clutch. Now we've never done a clutch on one of these bikes, so it's going to be kind of a little bit of a learning experience for us here. We're going to lay it back down on its side, I believe here, and get this thing done because it's just been too long. There was vacations and family and everything going on, so that's why there's been a big delay on videos. While he's laying the blanket down so we don't scratch up the whole bike when we lay it over, I need you guys to do me a favor and don't look at this car. This car back here, this Traverse that's wrecked, don't look at that because that's a future upcoming video and I'm trying to hide it, so don't look at it. We're gonna lay the bike down again. I know you already saw that once, I think, in this video, but it seems exciting, so we're gonna do it again.
Yeah. Just violently.
I know. There we go. All right, so this is the inner workings of the clutch that we now have to pull apart. Where's the new one? Can you see the one?
It's laying in that oil soaking.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at all those clutch plates in there. Oh, that's cool. All right, getting all ready to go in there. So tell me what we're doing, man.
All right, so they make a clutch puller, and what you do if you come in here, this inner trim ring, right, or this little snap ring here,
Yep.
it removes real easy. It's under no tension right now. This center shaft pulls out, and then you replace it with a clutch puller, and then the clutch puller sits around here, and you tighten it down, and it releases it so you can release this snap ring that you see the edges of right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so when all the pressure's off here, you can get that snap ring out, then the whole assembly comes out. This is the only snap ring holding the whole assembly in. I didn't want to buy a clutch puller, so I think by finding a place to get some leverage with a pry bar, I can get enough leverage maybe off of a bolt here or something like that, and something set on top here to press down on that and release it enough to get
Press down on this guy.
This assembly here.
Just on the outside. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think on these.
Yeah.
No, definitely not on these.
No, because they're gonna catch.
Yeah. On the outside.
All right.
So that's what we're gonna try.
Let's do it.
We've come up with a possibly good, possibly stupid idea. I'm going to let Lance run it by you. You let me know what you think in the comments below.
To get some prying leverage here, I'm trying to make a little brace that will allow this to happen. And I've chosen 7 millimeters too long. Hold on.
Because renting a...
No, they don't have them for rent. So.
You can't rent a clutch puller at like any auto parts store?
Correct, that's correct.
You checked?
I did.
I don't know about that.
Alright, we're going to say yes to that. Okay. I'm going to go a little longer with this one, actually.
Okay. So anyways, basically what we're doing is we're going to put something between 2 bolts here. Right now it's a wrench, if we can find one that fits. And then put a pry bar underneath of this heat, under the wrench, and press down on this clutch plate. Alright, so we're trying here. We got an issue with some wrench bending issues. And
actually, that did relieve it.
Did it?
A little bit, yeah, actually.
Okay.
Put your snapping pliers on that thing for a sec. Oh, I've never seen anything spark like that before.
that got cranked.
A wrench long enough to go between here and here. Mm-hmm. Or maybe here and here. Okay. And one to go between here and here. Mm-hmm. I tighten all of them down at once.
So in case you missed what he was just talking about, this is basically it. We're just going to try to, tighten these bolts down. We got to get 2 more for down here. And then hope that presses in the clutch plate there. And it's probably not going to work. I want to be on the record saying this was not my idea and I don't think it's going to work. But I'm okay to be wrong about it because it'd be kind of cool if I was. So we're ready to go here. Something's definitely going to break. We're just not sure what yet.
I see nothing changing. Do you?
The wrench is bending. All right, so explain our problems and explain what you're going to do.
All right, well, I had a little revelation. I thought that when a clutch puller circle went around here and mounted in the center, that the center was staying stationary and it was pressing this whole basket downward. That's incorrect. This stays set stationary and the center is being pulled outward. So anything I do here with bracing across this makes no sense. I have to actually pull up on this. And so I'm going to try that here with this.
What tool is that?
This is a pair of Jesse James branded vice grips.
No, you're good then because he's a motorcycle guy.
That's actually
true. You're fine. They're made for this. All right, let's see if anything happens.
I'm going way down because I don't think the bottom teeth of this get used.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to damage something, I'd rather it be down there. Okay, so that's that. Now, I don't think that I will probably have the physical strength to pull on that, but I think I might be able to pry on it. So let me reclamp that a little tighter.
The things we do here, man.
Okay.
Clutch pullers for motorcycles, by the way, $100 at your local auto parts store.
No, not at your local auto parts store. That's
Amazon.
Amazon, yes. All right, now this would be just a theory.
Can you press on that guy?
I don't know. Oh, okay. The vice grips are just slipping.
Okay.
Which, this thing the whole time had the potential to have that happen.
This was a bad idea from the start. Everything we have done today in this video.
Don't do.
Just get the right tool, guys. There's
no reason to live your life this way.
No. Like, if you can buy the motorcycle, you can also buy the clutch puller tool.
Yeah, you should not be buying a motorcycle if you can't afford a clutch puller.
Yeah, there's other problems there. All right, go ahead. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
boy.
All right, get those snap ring pliers ready.
All right, hold on. Let me set up the camera.
You ready?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't need the sparks like we had before.
Yeah, we're not going to try to avoid that. All right, go ahead. That doesn't release these.
No, it doesn't.
Nope, I got spark skin, though.
So today the score is clutch 1, top line 0, and it beat us. We lost today. We're going to take the L. We're going to come back with a clutch puller, and we are going to pull that. Also, our knowledge of motorcycle clutch pulling, or clutch pulling in general, probably, we're going to get roasted in the comments. I see that coming right now. So I've never pulled a clutch on a bike before, or really actually anything. So, I mean, I get how they work, sort of. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
So, kickstand up?
Yep.
Okay.